Inbound to Mitchell. Gotta hurry. 2 seconds left. Knicks gonna back off. Mitchell's three, no good. And the New York Knicks take game one, their first road game one win in 24 years. They had lost their last six game ones away from Madison Square Garden.
All right, so game one is done. We have the statistics right on the screen if you want to see. The Knicks worse in field goals, worse in three-pointers, a little bit better in free throws, but definitely destroyed the Cavs on the rebounding side, 51 to 39. And it's been said before, and I'm going to say it again. If the Knicks win the rebounding battle, especially by this wide a margin, there's no way they're not winning the game. They were just short on assists. Blocks were pretty much even. I mean, only 2 blocks on by the Cavs and 1 block by the Knicks. I thought Robinson's going to have a couple of those, but unfortunately he did not. But the game was good. I liked what I saw. The Knicks are scrappy. They're rebounding. They're fighting. Josh Hart, that big three on a hurting ankle, because you saw when he came down from that 3-point attempt that he took, that ankle was still hurting him because he was jumping on one leg a little bit, and you could see that he was still hurting. But he was aware. He was looking at the clock. He knew he had to shoot. He had a lot of offensive rebounds today, some steals. He's a scrapper, man. He reminds me of John Starks on defense. I like the guy. He's a New York type of player. Tom Thibodeau type of player. That's a big thing. Randall, good game. He played better in the first half than the second half. In the second half, he was not as effective. The ankle didn't look like it was bothering him, though. Jalen Brunson was covered by a much taller, I don't remember his last name, Osborne or whatever, from Cleveland. They wanted to take his drive away and kind of take a shot away with a player that's much taller than him. But Brunson wasn't that affected by it. He drove to the basket on him a couple times, got fouled. He drove, got some easy layups, very important points in some spots. Big freaking rebound by Julius Randle at the end. I was worried in that situation because the Knicks were up only 2 points, and it looked like the Knicks attempted the shot. They missed it in that split second. So much stuff went through my mind. Like, oh man, the Cleveland Cavs are going to get the rebound. They're going to give it to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to shoot a three. He's going to make it, and we're going to lose by 1. I already had that in my mind. I was like, damn. But then Randall came up with the rebound, and Grimes hit the free throws, and we got that game. So it was a really good game. But to tell you the truth, as far as I saw it, the Knicks, it looks to me like the Knicks have a lot more offensive weapons than Cleveland does. Every time Cleveland needed a basket, they don't really have anybody to go to except Mitchell. We have Randall that's making shots. We had Brunson that's making shots. Josh Hart made some big plays. RJ Barrett was garbage today. RJ Barrett was a total disaster. He looks lethargic. Very nonchalant, driving to the basket, getting stripped twice or 3 times in the second half. And he just looks, he's still playing regular season instead of playoffs. He did not look good. He had maybe 1 3-pointer, a couple free throws. He didn't have a good game. He's got to get his stuff together. He did not look good. Big props again. Josh Hart, great game. Brunson, great game. Julius Randle, I didn't expect him to be back tonight, but he was. I didn't see any resemblance of the ankle injury. He was moving pretty good. He was driving to the basket, and it's not like he was worried about driving or landing or anything. There was nothing that indicated that the ankle was bothering him. I didn't see anything. So I think he's almost 100%, if not 100%. I think they just took him out and rested him as much as they possibly could. First of all, for the playoffs, and second, to kind of, I think, keep Cleveland off balance a little bit, not knowing if he's going to play or not, because they really made the decision right before the game, and they couldn't plan for him too much. And he had a good beginning. He had the Knicks up 9-2 in the beginning of the game, and that game looked good. So the Knicks win 101-97. Very good game. I see the Knicks, if this kind of keeps up, it could be a 5 to 6 game series. We have home court back from Cleveland now, even though we were fifth. We got it because we stole a game in Cleveland. I don't see why we can't win the second one if it goes like this. The Knicks, Emmanuel quickly didn't play very well. He didn't score much. RJ Barrett didn't show up. He didn't score very much. If those two guys get going, we're playing even better. So I think this series should be easier than we've expected, unless Mitchell just starts going berserk in the next couple of games, scoring 40s and 50s. I don't see many offensive options in Cleveland. I mean, I didn't watch them during the season much, so I don't know, if the other players just didn't show up for this game or they weren't as effective as they normally are. I got to look through their roster a little bit more, but I didn't see much on the side of offensive options for Cleveland. I think New York has a lot more. Better offensive rebounding team for New York, better overall rebounding team for New York, and they're scrappy on defense, man. We had some nice steals, although Cleveland did too. I thought the game was going to be a little bit of a slower pace, but it brought me back to like the late 90s basketball. The score too is 101-97, low score. A lot of today's teams, you're going to have 120s, 130s, not much defense, and a lot more effective shooting. But I'm happy. I'm happy a lot of the Knicks fans are happy tonight, and I got to check when the next game is happening. And what I'm going to try to do is, if you can't watch the game, I'm going to try to live stream the live scoreboard. I can't stream the game itself because they're going to close down my channel, and going to comment on it during the game. So if that happens, you're welcome to join in, put some comments in. I'll answer them during the game, and we'll go from there. But good game. I'm a happy Knicks fan tonight. I'll see you guys in the next one.